pregnancy clinic for every time I've heard someone say, 2020 has been a very challenging year because of the pandemic, the quarantine, the shutdowns. We wouldn't even need the fall fundraiser right now. For us at Ramona Pregnancy Care Clinic, for sure, we were uncertain at first if we would even be able to work on our mission of serving women in crisis with unplanned pregnancies to see clearly the choice of life. What has impressed me, though, is through it all, our ability to adapt. Because of our dedication to meeting the needs of women and their families from our community, we have embraced the changes that needed to be made in several areas, mostly with technology which was already available, and have improved in ways that are going to benefit us in the long run, both to be more relevant and efficient. To name a few, our bank branch was closed for, I think, 3 months, and we learned to make deposits using the app and the ATM. Now that the branch is open again, it's a great option to be able to make a deposit using the app with a small deposit. The second thing, in order to social distance, now we use the intercom feature in the office with our phone system. It was already there, but we were just as happy to walk down the hallway to give a message to each other. Now we are more productive and efficient using the phone system. The biggest transition was to teach the classes to the mothers using their phones instead of in person. Our staff had already become aware of the technology available to us in January, where we can send a video to a mother's phone. She watches the video, and then she calls in on her phone to go over her lesson with one of the volunteers. We had set the goal to transition to this model by the end of the year in December 2020. I really thought the volunteers would need lots of training to be able to handle this new technology. As well, I was uncertain if the mothers would even see the value of watching a video on their phone rather than coming in the office to go over their classes. I was pleasantly surprised when the stay-at-home order had begun and both the volunteers and the mothers were very, very motivated to use this model. With this capability now, we can facilitate twice as many classes. We've met each challenge with our characteristic desire to do what it takes to meet the needs of women in our community and save them and their families from the trauma of abortion and benefit them in the long run. We started off 2020 with new intentional efforts of client advertising. Perhaps you saw our billboards, but you wouldn't have seen our advertising on Snapchat, Instagram, or Facebook, as these were targeted for our specific audience. Our advertising efforts were successful and brought in quite a few desperate women with different situations, very difficult. There were sadly some who chose to terminate their pregnancies, but many more chose to go forward with their pregnancies. And happily, we were just as pleased as could be to see these results as a result of our intervention. That's our desire.